So it's July 2020 and everything is coronavirus, including cell phone prices. So if you're not one to look for the best smartphone and you don't have this huge budget for phones in the price of 20,000 Rand and spending over 1,000 Rand on a cell phone contract, this video is for you. So many of you have been asking me about phones under 500 Rand per month. So first off, let's go with the Nokia 7.2. The Nokia 7.2 is a beautiful glass design phone. It runs on the latest Android 10 stock Android user interface that usually Nokia users are familiar with. It has a 48 megapixel camera, and why I want to cover that phone is because I think that the Nokia experience in South Africa is still not super familiar. People are not like running out to go get Nokia phones, but from my experience, the Nokia cameras, especially with the Zeiss optics of the Nokia 7.2, are amazing. When you look at the design and the quality of the build of Nokia cell phones, they are amazing, as well as the build quality is it's just really overall impressive. Then I'd also want to mention that there's a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and Nokia's cameras are really important. I like to emphasize the camera of each of these phones because that's what you as a consumer want to get. You want to get the best cell phone with the best camera for your pocket, and in the 350 Rand per month to 500 Rand per month range, the Nokia 7.2 is an amazing deal at 350 Rand per month on many of the network providers, and the cell phone price cash is over 6,000 Rand. So it's quite a good deal if you're into the Nokia brand. Next up, we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9S. Yes, many of you think that I pushing this advertising for a Xiaomi phone, but it's really underrated, especially here in South Africa. Many of us do not know about it, and it's a really good deal. And this phone is also in the middle range of phones, also known as a mid-ranger, although it has a 64 megapixel camera lens, main sensor, and another 3 camera lenses, which means that you cover your close-up photos with a macro lens, and both the front and the back of the phone at this price range of 4,699 Rand to 5,300 Rand if you want to up your space to a 6 gig and 128 gigs of storage. 6 gig RAM is for the higher one, and the lower one is selling for 4,699 Rand for 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal memory. It's glass front and glass back, and it has Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is, you can Google it. It's a simple way for us to know that it has great glass protection on the front of the screen. It also runs on the latest MIUI, which is what you will experience in the Xiaomi user interface, and it's a normal Android phone. And this phone can only be purchased on cash, but you can buy it at many online retailers as well, including Takealot. So that is definitely a phone that you have to check out. Swiping over to the next phone, we're gonna move over to Huawei. The infamous Huawei moved from Google mobile services to Android with Huawei mobile services is what makes people skeptical about purchasing the P40 Lite. But the P40 Lite is still a beautiful, fast phone. It's gonna give you that punch hole design on the front, and it has a glass front, but it has a plastic back on the end. So what I want to emphasize is that even though you don't get all your Google applications on this phone, the phone is still a solid mid-range deal. It's selling for 349 Rand per month on a 24-month contract at most of the network service providers in South Africa. And if you purchase it now, while in the month of July, you'll get it with including a Huawei GT2E smartwatch, as well as a pair of earphones with many of the network providers. So that is a excellent deal, and the value of it is 6,500 to 7,000 rand cash. So if you either want to cough out the cash, I'd go with the Huawei, the Xiaomi, because you'd be spending less, as well as you'll get great features. They both, the Huawei has a 48 megapixel camera and the Xiaomi has a 64 megapixel camera. They are in similar price ranges, but they are definitely in the same level of cell phone. Next up, we have Samsung. So for all the Samsung lovers that are skeptical about changing brands, this one's for you. We've got the Samsung A51 and the Samsung A31, as well as if you want to go a little bit lower in budget, you have the Samsung A21s. So let's start off with the Samsung A51. You're going to get a beautiful AMOLED screen, a 48 megapixel camera, as well as another 3 camera lenses on the back. That makes 4 camera lenses, and both in the front is a glass back, but the back is plastic, but you still get that beautiful AMOLED screen that Samsung offers, which many people favorite. You've got the Samsung A31 as well, where you have a lower megapixel than the front camera of the A51, where the A51 is 30 megapixel, the A31 is 20 megapixel, and you have a lower resolution in your screen. It makes quite a big difference because people know the Galaxy A series for the screen. Then we've got the A21s, which for me is an amazing deal. So far, the A31 and the A51 ranges between 349 to 380 rand per month on most of the cellular providers here in South Africa, and they are well above the 5,000 rand if you for cash price. The A21s, however, has the 48 megapixel camera, no beautiful glass AMOLED screen, but still a very big 6.5-inch display, as well as it has the 4 cameras at the back. The selfie camera though in the front is at a lower resolution, and but still it's a great deal. You can also get the cell phone for 4,000 rand, which is a great cash price. 4,000 rand, 3,999 at different online retailers, or you could simply buy it from a network provider. Lastly, let's talk Apple. So it wouldn't be a monthly special if you don't include Apple, right? Our fruity friend. You could purchase an iPhone SE, which is an amazing handset, especially because it has the same chip as your iPhone 11, so your photos come out amazing. You could always just Google another review or just read up more about the phone. It's gonna last you long, but you're gonna sacrifice your design of the newer iPhones that are out, and you'll be stuck with the home button. Although coronavirus, you have your mask, so maybe you don't need your mask for facial recognition and you can just use your fingerprint. So that is gonna set you back $499 at the maximum for these deals. I tried to come up with Nokia deal, a Samsung, a Huawei, a Xiaomi, and an iPhone. Those are my top 5 picks for this month. Let me know if you like this video, because I'll definitely make a deals video every month within this kind of range. If you want to look at the top phones, you can also let me know. You can drop some of the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a like. So yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.